One thing I also don't like is I don't understand. There's a lot of like shit that's copying my shit everywhere, and it's a little bit worrisome. So for instance, on my last install of Windows, I fully uninstalled OneDrive. Like I opened it, I unchecked every folder so it wouldn't sync anywhere. I deleted OneDrive, and then I opened up the command prompt and I removed, like hard removed the virtual folders and everything because it's like, fuck you, get off my computer. Then when I installed Windows on a completely new box, new disk or whatever, solid state drive, new everything, it asked me if I wanted to back up my last Windows setting from Windows. And I was like, how do you even know about this? How do you have this information? So I'm guessing outside of OneDrive, Windows is still using your Windows account to back up your shit somewhere. I don't know when or how or where this is backed up to, but that's really annoying. I really don't like the insistence on, I don't like the software as a service model for everything. I don't like having to be logged into an account to use programs and everything. It's so fucking annoying. Do you use a local account or do you use an email when installing Windows? I use an email. You can use a local account, but I'm just lazy. If you unplug your Ethernet cable, if you unplug the internet from a computer and you make sure it doesn't have Wi-Fi while you're installing Windows, and then you do skip, there's like 2 things you can click to skip ever logging into an account. You can do it, but I just fuck all that. I don't know. It's still annoying. You have to unplug now? Yeah, it used to be before that you could just skip and you didn't have, but now you have to unplug. If you have an active internet connection, it will force you to log into a Windows account. You can't skip it or just do it later or whatever anymore. Windows block. Oh my God. YouTube video from our very own.
Okay. An anti-cheat is a program that is allowed to have great latitude on your computer to do things because it is there filtering content it doesn't like. Well, let's take another even step back. An antivirus. Let's say an antivirus and it scans websites as you browse the web. As you browse the web, it's going to be looking for content that it finds to be bad, and it's scanning these web pages. But how does that work if in the
timestamp was probably accidental. Oh.
Hey, what's up? So I decided I was going to try and start doing some pre-recorded content, hopefully on daily news or things that are kind of tech-oriented, things that specifically focus on a few topics that I'm starting to become quite an expert in, and
an expert in, Dan? Really?
not so much in some of the funnier stuff I've covered elsewhere.
I like the camera. This is cute. Do you think he has a LUT installed, or why do you think the background is so heavily saturated? Do you think it's just settings on OBS?
But today, I thought it might be interesting just to go over one of the things that's just been kind of annoying me specifically.
Somewhat of an expert.
Years now, and it seems like it's getting worse and worse, and that is Microsoft and Windows 11, I suppose Windows 10 to a certain extent as well, consistently trying to kill off the idea of the local account. Now,
it's so annoying. I remember way back in the day when XSplit was starting to require you to make to log in to like download and install a program on your computer, and people are like, wait, what? That's a thing now? Also, hold on. Is today the day? Do you think MS does this to Chrome more than Edge, just so you use Edge? It wouldn't be the first time they've done things like this. No, just everybody wants to move to like these always online models where you can just continue to kind of like get money out of people. The thing is, as a rich person, I wouldn't even care about this if there was at least like cool shit or like good stuff. But there's not even like, I don't feel like I'm even getting anything. Like if I could throw money at a cool thing and it's like, whoa, it's so cool that I can buy this and have this and take all my money in Microsoft. But there's not. It's just shit. It's shittier. It's worse than what was before. Like right now, I would pay a $50 a month subscription to have something akin to like Windows 7. Where the search was awesome, but something where there's like I think Windows 8 or was it 8.1 first introduced that like the Microsoft Store and all of the squares and the tablet feel or whatever. I would pay a subscription to go back to not having to do any of that shit. Just like give me an OS that just does all my shit. I don't need to be connected to any app, environment, marketplace, anything that has the word marketplace in it. I just don't ever want, or store. I don't ever need to be connected to any of these things ever. Ugh. Bruh, Destiny is so far from super techie or even a power user. How fucking retarded. What do you think the average computer user, like if you play games on a computer on Steam, you're probably already a power user in terms of being outside of the ordinary. I think you're just so autistic. You have no concept. I'm shocked regularly and reminded that he doesn't have an IT or security education, and goddamn, he could use one for his debates. Do you understand? You know that like 50% of consumers still use like 1080p resolution monitors, right? This has to be a troll. I'm getting trolled right now. Never mind. I'm getting trolled. I am getting trolled. I am getting trolled. I've been doing support for 25 years. I love you, but I mean it. Yeah, what does that mean? You work at the call center at Marriott? Shut the fuck up. Fuck, hold on. I'm curious what the, where is it on this? Can somebody find this? I'm curious what the 1080p stats still are. PC video card, systems, processor, number of CPUs per computer, hardware ownership for Mac, VR headsets. Do you think it'll be under video card? Do you think they don't survey this anymore? They must. Oh. Holy shit. Primary display resolution, 1920 by 1080, 57.28%. And that's for people on Steam. So for consumer markets, it's probably what, like 80, 90%? I do IT security in multiple languages from end users to sysadmin. You're not a scripting nerd or developer or dual booting or things I'd normally ascribe to power users. You don't work in IT. You don't even have a job with computers. You probably read some things. You probably know more than the average person, and you're imagining in your mind what you think like a power user or whatever the fuck is because of whatever retarded fucking forms you're doing. And you're probably 17 years old. Because if you worked in IT or you had any job whatsoever relating to network security, you would understand that the average computer user is a fucking retard, okay? That if you work corporate network security, like 20% of your job is just making sure that retards that work in within your network on your whatever corporate bullshit you have, the job is to keep them not clicking links in their emails saying download it, install this to have a super computer. And this is like the majority of your fucking job is making the most retarded people possible, not destroy your entire fucking business, okay? The idea that like, oh yeah, so if you want to be a power user for a computer, bro, in my mind, if you can install your own operating system, you're a power user, okay? That's probably, if I had to guess, I would say less than 5% of, no, well, these days, I'm trying to think, could less than 5% of people, installing an OS is pretty simple today. Probably, actually, given the disk and everything. Here's this, if I was to issue the command to somebody, and I were to say, I want you to reformat your computer and reinstall your OS, I think less than 5% of people could do that. I think for those that could even navigate the menus, they'd end up clicking the reset button on the PC, thinking that that would do it. And then they would click through having no idea what the fuck is going on. Like, I think you dramatically overestimate. Yeah.